So you always want to make sure the movable arm and the stationary arm, okay? The one with the arrow is the movable arm, okay? So, okay, this is Shawnee. Okay, so for shoulder flexion, you're going to start in this position. And you're going to make sure his thumb's pointed to the ceiling, and you're going to raise it all the way up like this. Sorry, Bubba.
Tickle.
And then you're going to move your goniometer like that.
See it?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like that. That's what it like.
Okay?
That's what it's like.
Abduction. You kind of start here. So sometimes for our kids with cerebral palsy, I will actually put the arm on this side and then move their arm out to the side, making sure their palm is up towards the ceiling. And then I will actually take my goniometer and measure this way. Or ideally,
Measure it to the elbow.
yes, ideally, if they're inside lying, you put your goniometer here, and then you have them reach up as best they can, up and over their head. Like that. Okay. Elbow flexion and extension. So you want to start here with elbow flexion. And then you want to move them into elbow extension. And then you move the ruler
Pull that back.
like this. And then if you're doing elbow flexion, then you have them laying down, bending their elbow up like this. And then you measure. Remember, you never move the goniometer while the child's arm is moving. You always want to reposition. Okay? Wrist flexion and extension. I do wrist flexion like this. I will start here with wrist in neutral and get a measurement, and then I will put them in wrist flexion
That's how you.
and then move the bar
That's
here
how
to
you do
wrist
it.
flexion.
My
Same
name's
thing, I'll
Sean.
start here in neutral,
Hi.
and then when I go to wrist extension, I go this way, and then I measure it like this. Okay. Supination pronation is a little bit confusing sometimes. So with Shawnee, what we're going to do is you always want to make sure that the elbow is stationary, the elbow is adducted to the trunk. And so sometimes what I'll do is measure supination and pronation this way. So like see how much the child can supinate this way and then move the goniometer. Or you can have them hold a pencil and measure where the pencil goes
Ooh, can I
supination,
do
pronation.
that?
But we'll talk about supination and pronation more in person.
Can I do supination with the